Honestly, it's crazy that I go all out every year for Valentine's Day for me to have never had a Valentine.
I think Coolsville sucks.
What you call an icon living? Puerto Rican little mission, just did it. I love over 5 minutes. Whoa, we up to our end.
Hi guys, it's Mayana, and I decided I want to start a mini impromptu Valentine's Day series. So I got this idea from Kevin over at Irish Reader to do the 7 husbands of Little Wolf. I want to share my 7 husbands. So let's just get into the husband. My number 1 husband is Peter freaking Kavinsky from To All the Boys I Loved Before. Peter Kavinsky is the love of my life. I have always been a fan of To All the Boys I Loved Before. I was reading the trilogy as it came out. Like, I was reading it as it came out, and I remember being so in love with Peter Kavinsky. And then when I found out there was a movie, at first I was like, no, when I see Noah Centineo, I knew he would be the perfect Peter. And then when I actually seen him act in the movie, I was like, he is literally the most amazing Peter Kavinsky. Like, they couldn't have picked anyone better. My second husband is Simon from The Mortal Instruments. Now, this is a cheat because I haven't read the books, but from the movie and the TV show, I really love Simon. Like, I really like the nerdiness about him and his glasses. I don't know, I like guys who wear glasses. Like, it's just super cute that he like wears glasses and he happens to be kind of hot. I love Robert Sheehan as Simon in the movie. I love the Mortal Instruments movies. Like, don't even try to come for me. Like, I love that movie so much. Boyfriend number 3 is Thorn from The Little Chronicles. I love Thorn so much. When I read the book, I thought I was gonna like Wolf because, you know, like my whole werewolf obsession that I have, but I haven't finished the series yet. But from what I read, like, I just didn't really care about his character. I really loved Thorn, and I loved his platonic relationship with Cinder. Like, him and Cinder are like the best like friend dynamic duo. Like, they're such good friends together, like how they bicker, and honestly his sarcasm but also being like very like smooth, like I really love that about him. He really reminds me of Ryder from Tangled, which I'm sure was Marissa Meyer's whole purpose, was to make him like that. But if it was, like, it was played out very perfectly because I just adore him so much. So next on my bookish boyfriends, of course we have Cedric Diggory from Harry Potter. Like, everyone knows I'm so obsessed with Cedric Diggory, and it's crazy because I am a Slytherin and I do not like Hufflepuffs. Like, I don't hate Hufflepuffs. I just think that they're very like boring in the sense that like they're very like nice and sweet, and to me that's boring. But that's just like the Slytherin in me speaking. Literally only don't like Hufflepuffs because of Slytherin reasons, but I know that like my soulmate could be a Hufflepuff. Like, I honestly feel like my soulmate would be a Hufflepuff. I mean, I deserve a Slytherin, but I know that my husband would be like a Hufflepuff, you know. And he is. My husband is Cedric Diggory. I first fell in love with Cedric Diggory because y'all are about to come for me, but whatever, I don't care because I can do what I want to do. So I watched the Harry Potter movies first. So I watched them when I was 17, I believe. We were going to Universal Studios, and I knew I was always going to be a Harry Potter stan, so I wanted to get familiar with the world. So I decided to watch the movies first. And I remember Cedric's character was just so amazing to me because he wasn't just like a nice sweet guy. Like, he had like that whole charisma about him. Like, he knew he was that guy. Like, he knew he was that guy, but he still like was humbled. But he also knew like, yeah, like, I'm cute, like all the girls want me, like, you know, like he had that, like, you know. And I kind of like that about him. That is my man's. I love and adore him more than I love and adore my life, which is a lot. So of course we have Cardan Greenbar. Like, Cardan is my man's. I love him. He is my jerk prince. Like, honestly, Cardan, compared to all the other fairies, like, of course Cardan is evil because he's a fairy, but compared to all the other fairies, Cardan is actually really sweet. Not sweet, but like, he kind of is. He just, I love him so much. Like, he's rude, obviously, but he has like a nice side to him. And a lot of people don't pay attention. Like, a lot of people don't like Carden because they're like, oh, he's so mean and he's so wicked. But it's like the title of the book. So, like, I don't know. I love me some Carden, and he will always be my main boo, to be honest. So the next one is Rhysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses. Everyone said that, oh man, you're gonna love Rhysand in Acromath. Like, you're gonna be such a Rhysand stan in Acromath. Girl, I read him in ACOTAR, and I was like, I want him, to be honest. Like, how evil he was. I don't know why people didn't expect me to love him from how evil he was. Like, I do not care about Tamlin. Like, he is like an old grumpy man and not the cute kind. He's boring. And then there's Rhysand, who's here like, yeah, the only people who call me Rhysand are my prisoners and my enemies. And I'm like, I love you. I love you. I haven't read Acromath yet, but like, I stand Rhysand already. Like, he made it on my husband's list. And last but not least, we have Gray from A Darker Shade of Magic. Mika and Olivia were talking about him on like when we were on like Google Hangouts, and they were saying how he's like a grumpy old man. And unlike Tamlin, like, Gray is put out in a good grumpy old man way. Like, you know, like, there's this one scene I just read where he was like literally playing with kids, and then Ren looked over at him. So like, Gray like just stopped what he was doing, like, you know, just have to like, you know, look cool and like chill. And I was like, I love him so much. Like, I cannot wait to finish A Curse So Dark and Lonely so I can be Gray's #1 stan, like his future wife. Like, honestly, I hope that A Heart So Fierce and Broken is about Gray, because I would just love to read more about him. And obviously I have more books, like I have about like 400 more pages to go. Like, I'm literally only 15% in this book, and when I tell you I love Gray, like, it's kind of cheating that I have him on this list because I haven't finished the book yet, but like, it's not, because I can do what I want to do, and I'm claiming him as mine. So my last 2 honorable mentions are also like Sarah J Maas characters. Like, right, like, who am I? Like, you would have never thought that I would kind of be Sarah J Maas trash a little bit. Like, nobody would have ever guessed that. Like, that is a freaking plot twist, that I am a Sarah J Maas trash. Like, the first one is Lucien from ACOTAR. I loved Lucien so much. Like, I knew I was gonna love Rhysand, but Lucien is like what kept me together, because he was so funny. He was so much more entertaining than Tamlin. Like, I honestly I don't care about Tamlin at all. Like, I know he gets worse during the series, but like, honestly, he's already bad to me now. Like, I do not care about him. He's a grumpy old man, but not in a good way. Not like how Gray is. Like, you know, but Lucien is just so funny and like so charismatic, and like, I just love him so much. And I haven't finished Throne of Glass yet, but I am Dorian trash. Dorian trash. Okay, before I read Throne of Glass, I asked Benta, I was like, who do you think I'm gonna like? He said Manon and Dorian, and so far he's right. I haven't read about Manon yet. I haven't finished the series because for some odd reason it's been really hard for me to get through the first book. Like, I don't know why. I do want to finish it, but it's just been like really hard for me to get through it. But I am trash for Dorian, okay? I will let him ruin my life. Like, that beautiful prince can have all of me, okay? I adore him so much. So yeah, that's all for this video. All I have to say is watch my ads, make sure you get those pages in for the BookTube games if you are a part of it, and don't be mean unless it's absolutely necessary.